Let me double check some real quick. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We're not starting. Don't get excited. Had a feeling. Yeah, I had a feeling. Bop it. Wait, what? Why must you test me so? God, you're such a... You fuck. I had a feeling. All right, bye. Alexa, stop. Alrighty then, lunatics. Who is ready for LDCC Digitopia Duels number 3? It's one of the few community driven special rule set games for Digimon TCG players out there. So to everybody who's been participating in these and to everybody who's new to these, thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm glad to have you here, and I look forward to your continued efforts and support and gaming as time goes on. For those of you watching the video of this later, basically what we got going on is a community ran ban list where the players put together their requests, their grievances, and their concerns on cards that maybe should be restricted or banned, or cards that shouldn't be touched at all, you know, and maybe they should be released from their prisons. So we take all that information in, and as a community, we kind of decide together, all right, yeah, this makes sense, or no, it doesn't. And then everybody builds their decks around that. The concept is that we'll have straight out bans. We'll have restrictions to 1. We'll have restrictions to 2. And that's kind of it. We did try restrictions to 3 for a bit, but it was kind of neither here nor there. That being said, this is our first event without the restricts to 3. Every single thing that was on restrict to 3 is now put on restrict to 2. So that has changed some things pretty substantially. I will say this, there has been less changes maybe to the overall restrict and ban list than originally forecasted, but I think as time goes on and more players participate and more players make you know, throw their thing into the hat, yeah, we're just gonna go with that. I think we'll see some meaningful changes as time goes on. So without wasting too much more time, let's go ahead and just double check the check-ins and see how things are going. I think that's probably a good idea. Get this pulled up. How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling good today? Everybody excited? Everybody ready? I know I am. We all kind of handshook on not outright banning a whole deck. Pretty much. Yeah, some things were added, not much though. Also, how's it going, Purple? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Nervous as usual? It'll be okay. Nothing to worry about, I promise. Let me just really quick get the chat up. Hi, Zach. Hopefully you're doing well today. Feeling okay. There we go. Get this pulled up separately so we have it. Participants. Just doing a quick check here. So we have on the check-ins, Lock was in immediately. Chun is in. Dark Bull, it looks like, is in. I'm guessing that's their profile picture. Because, you know, streamer mode cuts everybody's names down by 12 million, kajillion, bajillion. There's Loki, Rice Boy. That looks like it probably is Rice Boy. Bowie, my bad. No, Matt's here because Matt double posted. Thank you, Matt. And then Zay. Perfect. That's everybody. Purple is a Zay lever. Somebody's got to be a Zay lever. Let's see if everybody also checked in here. It's now 8 o'clock. We can officially start the tournament. I am. We fell one participant short of 4 rounds tonight. Just a heads up to everybody. What do we have? Nobody got kicked, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. Chill. So let's do this since we're gonna have since we're gonna have 3 rounds tonight. We're effectively losing a whole extra match. We'll run our round 1 and round 2 per usual, where I do one group on stream, and then at the end I'll run 2. We'll save the top placers for last, and we'll just do an extra one before that. I think that's probably fair. So let's do this. Let's get 2 newcomers. Let's get Rice Boy Boy and Chuni Tensei. Chuni Tensei up on stream. So you're gonna want to go to match LDCC matches 1. Just a friendly reminder to everybody, please turn your in-client SFX volume to max and turn your in-client volume to 0. So again, for those participating, your in-client SFX, put it to max, and your in-client music, your BGM, put that to 0. I don't want to be hearing the choppy ass music when we got laggy stuff happening. Please and thank you. You're in LDCC matches 1 at LDCC. Everyone else, please play your R1 match. Remember, this is a first to 1. Okie dokie, artichoke badoki. So yeah, we'll have Rice Boy and Chuni Tensei coming up. LDCC matches 1, and we'll give them till about 8:07 to make their way onto the stage. If they fail to do so, we'll just have a nice little DQ and move on. I should probably also put in here. That's not what I wanted. Another reminder, all matches should conclude in about 30 minutes with the 5-minute grace period. Go up. So be done by MEST. Okie dokie. So we do be waiting. Has anybody yeah, so for the last round, the very, very last round, we'll do a best of 3. Once we get there. We just got to get there first. But yeah, the people competing for, basically people competing for first place will get a chance to do first to 3 or best of 3, sorry. So what that'll look like is you know, just whoever gets 2 matches wins. All right, you two, thank you for being here. Just go ahead and share your screens, and once again, make sure your in-game sound effects are at max and your BGM, your in-game BGM, is at 0. And then once you two are all set, you're good to go. You don't have to wait for me because I am set. Thank you. Good luck. Alrighty. So this is two newcomers to the LDCC event. Fun fact about LDCC, as of right now, we are approaching the end of season 1. So basically what that means is that once we finish this event and once we finish Attribute Ascension, it will be the end of season 1. I'll tally everybody's stuff together and we'll go from there. Just a heads up, Rice Boy, your stream is, wait, no, never mind. It's showing me the thumbnail, but it looks like it's failing to connect. Can you drop that and boot it back up, please? Training arc is coming. We love a good training arc. That seems to have fixed the issue. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, as of right now, not as of now, but a little while ago, I implemented a power ranking chart. So anybody who's had 3 entrants will basically get like an official MMR. Before that, you're part of the Digitopia Sprout ranking, which means you're not going to be placed into a rank officially yet. And then obviously the more you play, the more you enter, the more it'll adjust your MMR accordingly, properly. Which I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops over time. But my goal is, once we have the entire first season done, I'm going to work on an art piece that kind of has a representation of everybody if they respond to me with what they want representing them in a picture. It'll be a nice little like wallpaper type thing. Won't be anything too crazy, but just like a nice little memoriam for season 1. So it looks like player is... Player's going to be Chuni Tensei? Maybe? Yes. All right, our first match is underway. And it looks like player 1 is going to be Chuni. Chuni's opening hand is questionable. Questionable at best. That's a rough one to draw into. Ooh, no rookies. All champions. Yeah, looks like Rice got themselves a nice opening hand in comparison. Doing a little bit of thinking, they're trying to decide if they're going to go ahead and hard drop their champ for some action here. They are in fact just going to go ahead and play their tamer off their champion, putting it underneath, and then they're going to be able to play their crossroad rich from underneath in the inheritables. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Rice is up for their first turn ever here at LDCC. Both players as such. I like how they've done some custom mats and sleeves. Very nice. Love to see a little bit of customization being applied to these things. By the way, DCGO is now open source for those that care. We have ourselves a Digi Police versus Crossheart type deck. And Rice is already getting themselves some nice value. A Digimon and breeding, plus a memory boost just chilling there. And now they also are going to end their turn by dropping a tamer. So they've got a lot to work with right there. Good for Chuni. They hit a rookie. They top decked the rookie. We do in fact believe in the heart of the cards. They're going to use their trait specific searcher to go ahead and grab themselves a level 5. Keeping their Digiline intact here. Both of their cards go back to the top of the deck. No matter what, they'll be able to see that that level 6 and their level 4 as well. Decisions. It's hard because now you're in a position where you can't really choke Rice. So you got to kind of decide where you want to go from here. Ooh, are we going to swing? We are in fact going to swing. Getting in that early chip damage. Z Greymon absolutely fucking destroys this poor Ginryumon. God, I know I say this every time, but it would be ultra omega sick to have a spectate mode. A spectate mode makes commentators' life easier for sure. Rice is turn back, and they're going to go ahead and stick a card underneath their tamer to get a draw and a memory, putting themselves to 3, swinging in with Shoutmon, saying, you know what, you want to chip? I too want to chip. Let's chip each other out. Some would even say we have a chip basket starting here. If you know what a chip basket is, you're sicko, and I hope you get help. But anyways, that's going to be two Digimon chilling underneath their tamer. It'll definitely come into play later as they get the pieces that they need. They're gonna bottom deck everything that was whipped up off the top. This is truly a cross deck with all the cross things. Also, you see that Axamon just chilling there? There's stuff happening here. They're gonna go ahead and choke out Chuni. These two literally just met each other, and they're already choking each other. They're already getting their hands around each other's necks, pretty consistently. Looks like we're in a position where we're trying to decide if we want to promote and risk getting blown up, or if we just want to go ahead and chill in the breeding area so that we can digivolve safely. They are in fact just going to stay in the breeding area so that they can digivolve safely, which they're not even going to do. Actually, I stand corrected. They're going to use their searcher looking for more pieces, grabbing themselves another level 5 rather than the rookie. I see. And they're going to go ahead and send Ryudomon to the bottom as well as Hisryumon. Hisryumon, my badge. Both players kind of in a odd resource stalemate right about now. They're both building up their board, getting pieces they need for a future explosive play. But the question is, with such equal-ish resources and equal-ish security, who's going to be able to make a bigger play with what's available when they're ready to go? Because surely we're going to have our explosive turn at some point, and somebody's going to fucking die. Now, if we know anything about the Crossheart decks in general, it's that they tend to kind of pop off, but this particular variant isn't something that I'm familiar with, so I'm interested to see what the play is going to be in the future. But then again, Digipolice are also Digipolice, so you know, we can make anything happen from nothing, especially in the blue-green variant. Oh boy, another rookie. They're hitting the cards they need. It's time. Time to Digivolve. I'm lying, actually. We're playing card. My bad. I lied. Wrong trait. Fucking option card. Send him to the grave. Another Crossroad Witch. Oh me, oh my. Also, what a good design for such like a simple design IMO. Do we see the Hisarumon? I don't know. What do we see? Mind linking? I'm about to go on my Mind Palace chat. MFer, check me out. I'm Sherlock Holmes from the BBC. A very awkward representation of ultra intelligent people because they kind of did it a little goofy. Why does this seem weirdly simple? Because the Digimon TCG is incredibly simple. The hardest part is keeping track of all your stuff that has to proc and all your opponent's stuff that has to proc. The actual gameplay loop itself is incredibly easy. That's probably why. It's a very low skill floor, mid-high, not even mid-high, mid skill ceiling game. It doesn't require a lot of mechanical skill compared to other TCGs, in my opinion, at any level. Not saying you can't be skillful at this game, but as far as like general mechanics and other things, it's mostly just like, LOL, what do these things do? How many things do I have happening at the same time? But yeah, it's on the more straightforward side in a satisfying way though, which is awesome. That's going to be 2 Tamers suspended. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that also going to be a stun? I don't know because I can't read the fucking cards. Are going to play their shoe. Are going to then hold on to their shoe in the Digivolution cards. Okay. Leaving their Tamer and Digivolution cards. Once again, choking out Rice, but I don't think Rice is going to care a whole lot. Rice has an ability here to kind of start stacking their memory if they really want to. They're at least going to be going to 3. We know that. We know that to be the case. We know that to be the case. They do have 2 of those triple Tamers on board that allow them to draw and gain memory by sticking sources underneath. Oh. Just a heads up, Rice, we lost your stream. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's better. Maybe not. Okay, well, they're going to swing in with Gilmon. Is that promo Gilmon? Am I tripping? Big fucking death. They're going to pop their memory boost so they can go ahead and hard play a Shoutmon. Shoutmon drops and they're going to go to an Omni Shoutmon into... This thing has Rush, right? Oh, fuck, can't see. Defense training gets hit in security. As the attacker, you fucking hate to see that. Giving your opponent value for free is never a good feeling. However, these things do happen. Goodbye, Omni Shoutmon. You're fucking dead. They're doing a little bit of thinking. I'm going to wait till their turn is over and then humbly request that they close their stream and reopen it. Sticking the Omni Shoutmon underneath one of their Tamers. Say goodbye, friend. And Shooting here is already pre-planning what they're going to do on their turn, it seems like. Which honestly, I don't blame them. Sometimes when you got time to think, you're like, what am I going to do? What am I going to smack? See, me, I don't respect my opponents enough. I simply say, I'm going to slam whatever I want to slam, and that's going to be my life. If I wanted to play to like, play for real, I would not do that. But you know, sometimes you just got to troll. And by sometimes, I mean most of the time. When you get another second... Oh, never mind, Rice. It's back up. Okay, thank you. Never mind. I got fucking juked. Holy shit, we're going to 5. The resource war do be resourcing. Look at this. 3 tamers, 4 tamers, delay options. What is this? I will say though, this is kind of refreshing. This is one of the slower-ish paced games we've had in a while. Usually people are slamming 700 bodies and killing everything on site and smacking fucking 3 to 5 of security. Like, I will say this, the card game right now definitely feels like it's back to OTK meta, where you're just like, LOL, what if I at least removed all of your shields in a turn? And I did it pretty quickly. It's not always like that, but it definitely feels that way. And good luck hitting anything sometimes, because some decks just have like 12 layers of protection. And it's not the best feeling. It's not the best feeling. I'm just gonna start de-digivolving everything. I'm not even gonna fucking interact with bouncing or destruction anymore. It's just gonna be, what if I de-digivolved you or stunned you forever, I guess. Good lord. There we go. Back to the top. Back to the top again. Oh, look, we're suspending cards. Wowee. I love suspending cards. That is a dead fucking Digimon. And it looks like Shuni here is going to go ahead and use their defense training so that they could digivolve for a reduced evolution cost here. Going into their Oriyumon. Oriyumon is going to go ahead and bounce a suspended tamer. They're going to say, get that fucking 5-stack out of here. Absolutely shooting that shit to the bottom of the deck. Crossover Witch is going to go ahead and not mind link. Never mind, we're not mind linking at all. Understandable. We're going to use our searcher. We are in fact going to use our searcher. Is this the play that we want to do, or is this the play that we're going to do? That is the question. Again, Ryumon is going over Ryudamon. We're definitely in a position here where we're going to pass not the most amount of memory, but still a decent amount. Rice is going to be able to build up their memory on their turn pretty reliably. Looks like we're taking the Commandramon and we're putting Ginryumon and Ryudamon to the top of the library. Very nice. And what are we doing with Shu? To be honest, I don't even think I remember what Shu's inheritable does. I can't even comment on that. Back over to Rice. Rice is going to go ahead and get their Pikmons ready. Fun fact, chat room, both Ukomons in Digitopia duels are limited to 1, which is probably interesting to some, but we have limited Ukomons to 1. We're trying to, my vision, maybe not everybody else's vision, is to take some of the very LOL generic cards that just work in any deck and send those back to restricted at 2 or restricted at 1. Give me 1 second, I have to mute. Oh, we had a disconnect. Did DCGO explode? Let me double check really quick, see if anybody else had any issues or if it was just you guys. I will be right back. In the meantime, you can try to get back into your lobby, into your room. Has anyone else DC'd? The other games are finished. Very possibly just you. All right. Let's do this. You guys have about 17 minutes if you want to run that back. You're welcome to do so. Otherwise, we will default to the standard rule of DQer has to take the L. That's up to you too. And if we have a not a unanimous agreement to run it back, we will simply take the DQ. Countryside debuff. True. Rice, would you like to run that back to see you can finish in the next minutes? Or bottom. Well, they're figuring that out. It looks like in Zay's and Loki's match, Zay was victorious, and in Matt's match and Darkbolt's match, Darkbolt was victorious. They have 1-0 victories there. Let's see what they say. Just gotta wait for Chuni's response here. I'm trying to think what my play is going to be. Okay, never mind. All right, you two are good to rerun that back. You have about 16 minutes. Good luck. Try to think like what my plan's going to be on the paper side, because right now I'm basically in a position where I can either spend very little trades to get one deck completely finished that I don't want to play in events, or I could put heavy metal together and cry, basically. I just kind of want to play heavy metal, dog. I definitely want to play like heavy metal, Three Musketeer, Ghosts, Puppet, specifically my sister Puppet Rush, or my Minerva slop, or Medusi slop. Any of those sound fun. I think heavy metal Dramon's quite decent now. Yeah, it's fine. It's not necessarily up to snuff with all the other Liberators, but I mean, at least it's playable, which is far cry from what it was. I wonder why I want to play Ghosts? Because I like Ghosts. What? Because I've already been playing Ghosts for a long time. You do realize I do play. I just don't talk about the stuff I play that often, right? I haven't been posting videos and whatnot because I've been busy. Alrighty. So we have Chuni here kicking us off. They actually hit rookies this time. They're going to smack down a Ryudomon into their breeding and then hard play a Commandramon. Well, and then to do a little digging. Rice is going to go. They too have a rookie. Look at this. More balanced hands this time around. Kind of. They have some decisions to make on what they want to do with their memory. Hey, yo, what the fuck? I fuck with this play. Do it. Hell yeah. Me when I make lucky plays. Let's go. Yeah. That's on. Woo! Turn 1, we're playing a level 6, baby. Let's fucking go. We turbo gaming now. This shit brings me so much joy. Crossroads Rich goes underneath Ryudomon. Ryudomon's gonna go ahead and it's Ryudomon, listen to me. Chuni's gonna drop this shit on top in the order that they want. They're gonna go into Whoomst. His Ryumon. Again Ryumon, my bad. I got him backwards. Oh shit, gets suspended. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Wait, what's happening now? We're gonna Digivolve? Do we get a D-Digivolve? Alright. I don't remember what this card does. I'm just making shit up. Play a shoe from the Digivolution cards. Good luck. Gonna play the Crossroad Witch. And ta-da! There's a Tamer. Passing over to Rice. Rice's Mega is suspended, but they can swing in for an attempted chip, but his Ryumon does have blocker. I'm very... Oh, we let those through. Okay, I respect it. I must have missed something. Must have like an on deletion effect or something, maybe. I'm not sure. Drive. Thinking about what they want to do, they added a high Commandramon to hand. Puts Chuni in a good position. Now they have plenty of value on the board. It's looking good for them. Metal Greymon gets added to the hand for a Rice. Rice's hand and resources are looking a bit abysmal in comparison to the last game. Chuni is going to go ahead and do a little bit of breeding, slapping Commandramon down on their egg, allowing them to draw into their shoe. And we're going band for band here. Revealing the top of their deck. Damn, they were clustered close together. What the fuck? You love to see it. A little bit of mind link action, putting the shoe underneath Hisryumon. Ooh, wowee! Putting the defense training into hand. And going into Oryumon, we get to see the big, the bad, the snake dragon that could have had it all, bitch. You love to see it. Oh, love me some good old fashioned big snake energy. Tossing those hoes back to the top. Playing some cards for free because we love cheating cards out in this video game. A video game and this card game, you know? Basically the same thing. Throwing a shoe underneath the Digimon that was slammed down onto the board literally just now. Mind linking Crossroad Witch. No, we're not mind linking Crossroad Witch. Choosing okay. All right. we're on the same pitch now. Digivolving Tombst. Getting rid of the yucky stinky here. Absolutely fucking murdering. Using Alliance. Does this have piercing? I'd be tight if this had piercing. I don't remember. We do get an unsuspend though. Suspend opponents, Digimon, and Tamers. Too bad they're already suspended. Lots of effects are happening. This deck actually does stuff. Okay, cool. Dead. Say goodbye to Zigguramon. Yeah, there's the piercing. Yeah, this turn's got hurt, huh? 4 checks just like that. End of board clear. Yikes. Digipolice doing the Digipolice thing. On deletion effect, Prox getting a Tamer for Chuni here. And tucking the murdered source. Because those 3 checks, not 4, my bad, because the Alliance doesn't stay. I don't know how to read or play the game that I play, apparently. That's fine. And my excuse, Sundays are a day. In my excuse, in my defense, Sundays are truly one of the days of all time. The line stay, that should be foul. That'd be uncalled for. I'm very glad it does not stay. That would be truly despicable. Alrighty, that is a turn pass to the now bleeding Rice. Rice is in a position where, honestly, it's not even the fact that their security's gotten whacked as much as it has, it's the fact that they're vastly out-resourced. Like, value diffed, getting value diffed in this game makes it very, very difficult to come back from, unless you have a deck that just doesn't care, right? And that's not all decks. So right now, like, definitely having value to go band for band, bar for bar would give Rice more of a fighting chance, but realistically, unless something goes truly sideways, this should be GG's. But again, something would have to go very sideways for this not to be GG's. Security would have to have some fucked up omnipotent bullshit, which I'm highly doubting. Call me precog lucky, but I think this is probably it. An unfortunate end. Unfortunately, when we have DCs, these things happen, but I guess it's better than just straight up taking the L by default, so truly unfortunate. Truly unfortunate. I was thinking about something kind of toxic. I was kind of thinking about, like, if we have a DC, starting the match again, but keeping in mind where the security shields were at, and then just playing as though they have those shields already. But then that, like, vastly favors certain decks, and that's not something we should do. Change fate just to win. I mean, they were very close before the DC. So it could have gone either way, but There's another Uko. And shields are down, and that'll be the direct attack. Both Rice and Chuni's first time here, and Chuni has found themselves getting their first ever LDCC and LDCC Digitopia Duels victory. Congratulations. Gotta process all these effects first because the sim does not let you pass on that when you have lethal. It's just part of the way it works. GG's to both of you. Good fight. You love when you have lethal but have a million effects to proc. Yeah, it's so tight. So tight. Alrighty. We have ourselves round 1 in the books. I should have been Chuni. 1-0. I do want to have it Mise and Dark Bolt. But I have a feeling I'll get to watch both of their games in the next one anyways. Bum. Let's do this. And the next set so in round 3, we'll make sure whoever Mise and Dark Bolt are playing against will run both of their matches. But in this one, let's get Locke on stream. Yeah, so let's do Chuni and Locke. Chuni, Locke, LDCC. Matches 1, please. At LDCC. Rest of you can play your round 2 matches of stream. We have until 9:36 p.m. Nope. Until 9:08 p.m. EST. Up next, we have murder. I got some murder on the stat. Manj. Oh, I'm wondering if now that this is open source, if people are going to start like not modding in, but putting in custom cards and alts that may not have made it, like alt arts that may not have made it, that kind of thing. I think it's a pretty real possibility. I'm interested to see what people might do with it. There's a few things. There's a few things I would like for the fucking coders. Please put in a spectator mode, a spectator slot. Maybe even 2 if you have like dual commentary. That's another thing too. I wish I had somebody that was into the Digimon TCG that I'm like super tight with that would want to run commentary with me. It'd be nice to have an extra person. And I thought about it. I was like, with the FGC stuff, it's nice to have 2 because things happen so quickly, right? So like getting like a break here and there, like you pause and then they're supposed to go. And then you pause and they're supposed to go. Sim's not responding. Kidoki. Try. Kidoki. Happens to. But in this, it's like turns go exponentially slower and so do plays. So you don't really need a co-commentator for the sake of like getting rest per se. Like I'm still yapping, obviously. But it would be nice to have somebody who looks at the game differently and plays the game differently for me, or just like, I don't know, maybe get some more matches and stuff. to be able to join. It's tough though. Part of the issue is I do this shit twice a month just for this one. That's a pretty big obligation. I mean, I'll be here either way, so it doesn't matter, I suppose. I don't know. One day. I even made this I didn't make it. I even got the super nice overlay and added some stuff so that could actually keep the screen decluttered and everything compared to what I had before. You know, I'm not knowledgeable about this, but I would love to commentate with you. You know, maybe there's merit in getting non-knowledgeable people in and just like rotating to yap with. But I think with like, I think with the general vibe that I'm going for, it would be nice if there was like some at least surface level or basic level knowledge before something like that were to happen. Because especially with the way, how do I put this? Especially with the way the Digimon TCG community seems to respond to tournament videos and gameplay videos and stuff. The last thing I want is somebody to get fucking spit roasted because they joined me on the mic to try to like bring the energy, and they're just getting Eiffel Towered by commentators or like chatters responding in VOD videos that have nothing better to do with their lives. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's not a good feeling. I, for one, like, it doesn't bug me because I'm like, whatever. Okay, Doki, sorry to hear that. You can get up. Next one, let me know. Alrighty, that's going to be a bye. Wait a minute. Hold on. Before I give the bye to Chuni here, who got kicked out? Zay is there. Yeah, lost. Chuni's in here. Dartbolt's there. Is it Loki? Loki. Your bye has been shot. Wait, am I able to sub? Is it not gonna let me do this? Oh yeah, and lock out the buy the first one too. Participantos. Problem is if I sub out now. Yeah, we'll just leave it as is. It's fine. All right. I'll do a. This is the one unfortunate thing about this site is you can't do a sub mid match from what I'm understand. Okay. No worries. Well, you got the bye, Chuni. Enjoy the wins. Enjoy the win. All right, get out of here. Boop. Where's my why do I never fucking remember where the kick from call button is? Just disconnect, isn't it? Boop. Yeah, special guest commentator. That's fair. Purple says they're too confident to have that affect them. You get it though. You at most know the rules on how to play. Yeah. It'd be like that. I mean, there's definitely, like I said, there's definitely merit in doing it with like a more casual, LOL, we're just friendly banter thing. I think that's fine. I also know that with these events, I tend to, I mean, I've had it with Shuckle sometimes where I'll like stop talking to give them a chance to take over. And sometimes they're just like 3 seconds of downtime. I'm like, all right, I'm ripping another set of lines and I'm going to keep going. And I'm just like, there's there's definitely an adjustment to having a second person with you on these events. But again, this is a bit more slower pace with TCG stuff, so it'll be easy to just be like, yeah, anyways, you see that fucked up card? You see what that card be doing? I do. That shit's nasty. I'm doing it crazy style. I don't know how I feel about that. And then everybody can just cry about it together. It's a great time. One of the best things you can do as a commentator is rage bait chat. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Half joking. Half joking, half bloking, half stroke. Never mind, my bad. Sorry, gang. I got a little carried away. I need to adjust my Yuki deck. Poor Loki. Loki could have maybe played. Not anymore. It would have been nice if 7 different command lines are going off. I wonder if I can now. Also, Locke, are you done for the night then, or are you going to try to get it running? That's the question. Because if you're going to try to get it running, I'll keep you in the rotation. If not, I'll take you out. You're slowly learning you would in fact be a great commentator. I believe you. Yeah, no, it turns out the power of rage bait go hard. The power of touching chat with your angsty words also goes hard. That's not what I wanted. I'm assuming they're just going to take the DQ. So let's go ahead and do this. Forfeit. Bop, 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 bop. We could do that. We have the power. Excuse me while I fucking die quickly. What are we doing to chat? Or just, you know, just punishment hours. It's fine. Hey, you guys want to see something fucking despicable? I'll show you something despicable. Do you like my new Medusi Gang deck that I have yet to fully test? That's wild purple. This is my Medusi Gang Rise Up deck, and actually Garudamon Ace could probably be dropped again. But in the off chance that it works, it works. So Yuri deck, not quite. I actually do have a Yuri deck, just not on here. But yeah, we do a little trolling with this one. It's how do I put this? It's never going to be the most consistent, but boy, once it's online, it is very fun to play. Shit's very goofy. Also with the new Medusamon, Medusamons, especially this Rush one, there's some yucky stuff. There's some yucky stuff you can do with bringing out the Paldramon, not giving it Rush, instead putting it on, getting the Rush via the Medusa. That's fun. Hiya, Alice. How's Miss Alice doing tonight? We're doing ourselves a little tournament. They still have some time, but they're cooking. They're going through their matches pretty fast. Very nice. You wish they made support to allow Liberator Thruple to be a deck, to be one deck. That'd be very, very interesting. I'd be down to play that. Anyways, while I'm here, let's update this. Been busy working on stuff all day. I know that feeling. Shit's toxic. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Even if you hate it. You hate to see it coming. Tournament's going good. Tournament's going well. Oh, this is the old one. The fuck? To foot? When are we doing a team battle against Masa and Yu-Gi-Oh? I will DM you off stream about stuff. Sometimes we gotta do is set up Oya. Pengyad Oya. Ooh yeah. Keep stay winning. Stay winning, gang. That's funny. Yeah, no, that sounds like it's probably a decent amount of work. I did not update this at all, apparently. Or at least I thought I did, but sure fucking didn't, chat. Which is despicable. Wait, what? Did my shit regress? No. What? Huh? Am I tripping? I am tripping. Am I tripping? I am tripping. I am tripping. I'm tripping hard. The trippeth do be happening. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me out of this fucking infinite. What is it? Infinite Tsukuyumi? What the hell is it called? I don't even know. I'm trapped in a genjutsu right now, chat. Am I fucking losing it? Oh yeah, I'm fucking losing it. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just dumb. What the fuck? Holy shit, that was miserable. Actually don't know how many I'm setting this out to. Matches are done now. Thank yous. I was gonna check in a second, but this works out better. Are y'all winning? Alrighty. So we have ourselves a 1-0 for Zay against Dark Bull, a DQ for Chuni versus Locke, and then Rice boy one against Matt with a 1-0. So we have ourselves the final set here. But I didn't get either of these two on stream, bummer. Okay. So let's do, we're gonna have Zay's and Chuni's fight last. Yeah, so you guys will be last. Man, I wanted to do Dark Bolts, but let's get Matt and Loki on stream since they haven't been on. That does work. That does work. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Matt. Loki. Matches 1, please. Zay. Chuni. Please wait to do your first to 2, 3. LDCC. Everyone else play your match. Sick, nasty, wham, bam, jam. Thank you, ma'am. Just another reminder, please have your BGM set to 0 and have your in-game sound effects sent to max. And whenever you guys are ready, you are a-okay to get this party started. Good luck. Have fun. So we have yourselves Loki versus Matt for round 3 here. We're going to end early tonight. My apologies. Not only early, but earlier than we would have ended early. We'd be schmoovin'. We love a little bit of weaponized cursing. A little bit of cursing to weaponize. 95021. What is happening right now? Nine five oh. Hey Loki, just a heads up, the room code should be 95021. It's in the LDCC matches chat here for you. Their PC's just auto macroing every time they press in the press on the join space. What is happening? If this doesn't work, we're gonna go ahead and let's do this. Can you guys close the lobby and form a new room and try to join up again? Let Loki make the room. See if that makes a difference. ECGO was like, nah. Yeah, they said this shit can't happen. We're not doing this. We're not doing this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Who said you MFers could play your match? If you played your match, it would cause pandemonium worldwide. Sorry, not sorry. Get the fuck out of here. Despicable chat room. Listen to you motherfuckers with your crazy ass decks and you expect to be able to play your matches? Bummer. Also, do you guys miss the Elysian character screen I had for these Digimon events? Or do you like this more clean layout that blocks literally nothing on screen more? Made with Unity. Yeah, I could fucking tell. I'm having problems tonight. Cursing your stream with your presence is so rough. For the best of 3, are we doing double random for first? Or random and loser picks? Best of 3 will be the old rules for best of 3. So it'll be, you guys are going random for the first match. And then whoever loses gets to pick first or second. Then whoever loses gets to pick first or second. Came here to learn and I've seen one match that crashed. Yeah, we had a match crash. We have a now we can't connect match. And we had a DQ. It's been a pretty cursed Digitopia duels. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. This do happen. Unfortunately. But it is better than trying to do this on Fridays, because Fridays tends to be like an update hits type of day. And I'm not trying to contend with that. Here we are. We got Loki versus Matt, folks. It's happening. These two will finally get to play a match on stream against each other. We have random BS Go live from Loki's side. That's what they called it basically. That was just a crossheart deck for Matt over here. Both players have done their mollies or not, and now they get to play. Got D Reaper in the breeding zone for a little bit of breeding action. Analog Youth is going to be the opening play to drain that 2 memory. And then they're going to take their... Ooh, they have options. They have options, chat. They're going to take their Pydramon, discarding Ukomon and Machinedramon to the trash. We've seen this before, the Pikmons. Drawing into another Shoutmon. This is an on-play Shoutmon. Why is D Reaper here? For vibes. Yeah, I'd like to see random BS do something on stream. I try to remain impartial, but whenever I see a very interesting or wild thing, I'm like, you know what? Do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. You guys remember when Mother D Reaper and Shoto Cosmo was a thing? You guys remember that? Remember how healthy that was for the state of the game? They're going to grab themselves an Ultimate Chaosmon and another Pydramon. And a turn. Deleting Mother. No, mommy. Mom died. Bye-bye. I'm not going to lie. Shoto Mother would not be the worst thing in the world anymore. Compared to some of the shit we got to put up with. Oh my god. Yes. Raptor Sparrowmon. You guys remember that really famous Digimon, Raptor Sparrowmon? Me too. I actually fuck with Raptor Sparrowmon pretty heavily. Because I'm not trying to deal with not being able to play some of the Jet Mervamon stuff. Jaeger Bomb goes underneath the tamer. Holy shit, is that a superior? Oh, I thought we were gonna have a crash for a second there. I got scared. Shoutmon dropping onto the field, revealing the top 3, showing a Taiki and 2 Shoutmons. Wow. What a top deck search. Good lord. That was a scry of all time. Taiki has hit the building, sir. Sending Loki to 3 memory. Whoa. That's a Shoutmon X6 chilling there. Yum, yum, yum. Wow, Shooting Starmon. Say goodbye. Back over to Loki. Loki hitting a Metal Seadramon. Awooga! This shit's so fire. This shit's so fire. I unironically love this. Oh, it's about to be toxic. Start slamming. What are we doing? On deletion? Tuck that shit. Yeet. Oh, and it deletes one of the unsuspended. I forgot. Saving the Shoutmon. Shoutmon's gonna get tucked underneath Taiki. Says, hi partner. Yeah. Raptor Sparrowmon is gonna tuck a Raptor Sparrowmon underneath Taiki. Oh my god. This shit's goofy. This brings me so much joy to see after so long. A second analog youth has hit the tower, sir. Is that a fucking Susanomon ace that we're also choosing? Gang, this deck is real. Yo, imagine just one medieval Gallantmon against this deck, chat. One medieval Gallantmon. One singular fuck you card. Yeah. Go ahead. Keep doing that. Yeah. Keep hard playing these Digimon. Please. Yeah. It's fine. Trust. You and I had to change my Sistermon Rush deck just to deal with medieval Gallantmons. And I still have those changes in because people still run them even though they're like, nobody runs it anymore. Actually, yes, they do. Fucking weirdo. Anyways. Goofy. Shoutmon. Shoutmon dropping in. Getting the draw. Hitting another Jaeger. Let's go. Currently just building the resources underneath their tamers that they need to see their end game plays. A bulk bid type deck. Yeah, but it's cool. Do you guys remember the Dark Masters Omnimon deck that was around for a while? People still run that shit. Unironically. It's cool though. I have one. It's funny. Alright, Shoutmon. Shoutmon's gonna see Kotone. Oh my lord. Matt's out here establishing some more presence and a little bit of value. End of opponent's turn, blowing up the Pydramon, playing the Metal Seadramon. Metal Seadramon absolutely just fucking kicking. Machine Dramon dies, allowing another Dark Masters to get played. Playing the Pydramon. We're getting extra memory and hatching off the analog youths because this is what they're here for, you know? Dark Masters every anti-Hudi tamer. That's fucking funny. I respect it though. Drawing into Victormon Ace. Ooh, Victormon Ace. Yeah. Another mother on the field. Mommy milk. Anyways. That's going to be a swing from Metal Seadramon. Absolutely fucking popping Omni Shoutmon. Did not stand a chance. I don't know what they were thinking. Goofy golden armored Digimon thinking it. Yeah, no shot. Bye, Shoutmon. Do it. I wanna see the power. Let me see. Shadow Seraphimon Ace is one of my favorite cards of all time. So dumb. There's the Vike. Vicodin. You wouldn't be able to decide what to play either. There's so many good options. Just play something, Batman. It'll make the people happy. Yeah, Shadow Seraph Ace is fucking cool. I'll be hearing no slander. Gonna make Raptor Sparrow go to the bottom just like they are. I'm sure they like it. Can we stick the landing here? Board state starting to look a little scary on Loki's side. But surely Matt has a plan. Matt's ready. Matt's done the research. I missed Shuckle's 100 stream streak message. They said Lucky rage baits me with Shadowverse. Kappa. Is it Kappa though? What it is though? Dude's throwing cards in, the pot's cackling. Yeah, they're cooking. Pot agreed cooking. Oh, here we go. Tamer Digivolution cards. Oh, wow. I can't wait to stick all these inheritable sources underneath me to reduce my cost by a lot. Here we go. Jaeger Durulumon. You guys ready to see this menu a few times while we click through all the cards we need to reduce that play cost by quite a bit? This is the name of the game, Squire. Dash a Raptor Sparrow. Look at that. Yippee. Also, it's a lucky coded deck. You don't even want to know the paper deck I play for cross art. You don't want to know. It's missing some newer cards, but it is very fun. It's not very good right now, though. Vikemon is now down to 4k DP. Oh, goodbye, Metalseedramon. Goodbye, Pydramon. You've both gotten fucking murdered. You're dead. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is this fast-paced or is this slow? They're playing a bit of a grindy deck, so this is going to be a bit on the slower-ish side. It's not too bad. You got to remember, some of the decks in this hoe, they don't fucking care. They're not doing anything other than boxing. Some of these decks, they actually like have they're trying to play the game. This is one of them. There's the Pokemon. Ruh-roh. Boss monsters hit the building in a deck full of boss monsters. That's scary. You don't want to see that. I do. I want to see that. That shit brings me joy. Yeah, you put that Pydramon. You put that Pydmon down at the bottom. Yeah, you delete that card. You blow it. You blow it the fuck up. It's gonna protect itself though. Isn't it? What happened? Yeah, no, they did just hard drop the Apocalypse. Sure did. Or maybe they digivolved it actually. Maybe I'm lying. I might be lying on main. I kind of looked away for a second. That's on me. From the trash. Here we go. What are we snagging? Ooh. Yeah, the cost reduction. Shoutmon swinging in for an attempt at the chip. Chances are though this will be allowed through instead of blocked. It's my guess. I've been wrong before though. I've been very wrong before. Holy shit! There's the counter. Sonomon Ace is coming out of the woodwork, smacking the frick out of the field real quick. Goodbye! My Shooting Starmon, it's dead now. It no longer exists. And then Shooting Starmon's gonna get placed underneath the Tamer. Yippee! Look at that. 9 cards under Tamers. Wow. Okay, so they did in fact choose to block. That makes sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Who we getting? We're gonna get the Taiki for the searching. We're gonna get the Amino for the start a turn and on play. Start a main phase, whatever. I don't know. We are in fact gonna get the Amano. Plenty of triggers to go through here. Plenty of triggers to go through here. There's a lot of Digimon that just want to get placed underneath the cards here. Underneath the Tamers here, I should say. My brain is fizzling. That's not good. Suspend this Tamer to play a Digimon from the Tamer. Yippee. What are we playing though? Is it gonna be an Omni? No, okay, it's gonna be Shoutmon. Didn't that motherfucker say a level 5? Is that a level 5? Playing a level 6. I'm confused. It's again no spectate mode, so I can't verify things, unfortunately. There's the Omni Shout. Level 5 or the trait. Thank you, Dark Bolt. That makes more sense. They got the level 6 off the trait then. Makes sense. From the Tamer's Digivolution cards, we're fucking digging. We're grabbing the shit. Jaeger Drulumon's gonna get put underneath there. I think they have one of every one, right? They have the Raptor Sparrow as well. They should have everything at this point. Yeah, keeping turn 2. And it has Rush. Oh yeah, we like to party. Holy fuck. They can kill a Pokémon. Wait a minute. This is some MC syndrome shit. We just like fucking, we're doing a nasty out here. Yeah. Yeah, kill this Usana. I bet you can. What are you doing? Leave the Reaper out of this. Leave Bob alone. Dog, no. Oh, me, oh my. Fucking excuse me. That's gonna be a swing into the security stack. Have my tongue been out this whole fucking time? No shot. All right, cool. It hasn't. Thanks. Oh, wow. We alliance checking. Say goodbye to Susunomon Ace. I'm gonna attempt to get that memory. Whoa! Double the ace means double the overflow. Those of you that don't know, ace cards are cheaper to play and have great effects, but when they fucking explode, whether that's via death or really getting removed from the field in any way, shape, or form, you give memory back to your opponent. It feels bad. But that's the risk reward with those cards. They're able to be played on the opponent's turn and do all this fun stuff, but you know, there's usually that memory trade-off that doesn't really feel the best. This is going to allow Matt to keep momentum here and keep their turn. Looking at a clean Shoutmon play. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. I wonder if this is going to be for a Pokemon. Matt's done a good job at taking the board state down little by little over the course of this match and fighting back pretty hard. That thing has retaliation. It's going to let it stay alive. Okay. I'll respect it. Oh, wait, no, you're not. Duh. The effect's stupid. You forgot about it already. It literally just happened. Holy shit! Ultimate Chaosmon. Just chilling in security. These things happen sometimes. There's a big 16k beater. What a beat stick. But material save 4 did allow Matt to save a few cards there. Put them underneath their tamers. Oh man. Diabolical. And it's going to be a choke for the turn pass. Oh my gosh. And just like that, in a singular turn, Loki is now on the back foot. They're going to have to do something meaningful on this turn to find themselves in a position that'll be beneficial for them. A little bit of unfortunate timing. Yikes. Hard slamming the Shadow Seraphimon Ace. That's going to be a big Digivolve here. Sending this back to the fucking Stone Ages. Down to Jaeger Drulumonn. Into a turn pass. Matt is in a position where they can make something really big happen here. If there was a turn to close out the game, this would be the turn. Definitely, they should have the ability to get the rushes and the swings they need off. But we'll see. We'll see what the line is. But if I were a betting Mooncat, and I sure fucking am, it is not looking too good. Not looking too good for Loki here. Swinging in, just raw dogging it with a Jaeger Drulumonn. Forcing the block off of collision. Now that we have the switch attack target from the blocker, Loki is able to give negative 5k DP to one of the Digimon on Matt's field here. Should we game this turn? Sure should. I have the ability to get their rushes off and, you know, finish off after the chip damage on the next swing here. We're gonna go ahead and place Boomst under a tamer. Alter Ballistamon. Monos are loaded and firing on all cylinders. Deciding to hold off on the attack and instead go ahead and play a Digimon from underneath a mono here. I'm guessing they're gonna grab the wahoo! Grab them, so yeah, Shaman. This way they can go back into another rush swing. They can also shoot the Shadow Seraphimon Ace here with the attack trigger, so they can blow that up and get some more memory back and continue their onslaught if things go poorly in the security. Just gotta wait for them to go ahead and tuck their sources underneath the Shoutmon here. But yeah, this in theory should be as good as over. It was a good match. They were definitely boxing it out, going back and forth for a hot minute there. Is there something in the game that could be in Dark Master's security that would blow the board? No. I should just have enough memory to work with anyways. Giving the negative D key to D key? Nice. Negative DP to Shadow Seraphimon here. Either way, Shadow Seraphi is absolutely getting blown up. Going to delete the Shadow Seraphi. Gonna skip on the Alliance, because if they use the Alliance, they don't have that final swing. Am I winning? I am winning. I'm commentating some great matches for the Digimon TCG community, so having a good time. And that was a safe swing, because we get over Machine Dramon. Machine Dramon stuck at 11k. And that will take it. Great fight, you two. GG's. Alrighty. And that was Loki and Matt. Matt's cross deck 1 for a 1-0. What is the wrong button? Submit. Yeah, cross art stuff can be a little convoluted at first, but once you know how it works, you're like, oh yeah, this shit makes sense. Feels good. I say that, and then I'm like, I need to learn how Atmon works. Tuning on and LDCC matches 2. This one is a first 2 / best of 3. Alrighty, you two. Best of luck. Whenever you're set and good to go, you're welcome to start. Reminder that this is a first to 2 or best of 3, however you want to look at it. Enjoy your fight for top 1. Good luck. Let me check something real quick. Let's see, chat. Let's see, chat. Let's see. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Oh. Oh, shit. This is funny. Okay, here we go. And here we are. We're at the final match of the evening for Digitopia Duel number 3. This set will decide who takes home the grand winner's spot and who will be placed in second. We'll have ourselves a long time LDCC player in Nimadj. We have ourselves a complete newcomer in Chuni Tensei, which is funny because this isn't the first time Zay's had to box a newcomer for the top 1 slot in these events. So maybe this time it'll work out in their favor completely and entirely, but we shall see. We have ourselves a Digipolice deck that is Chuni that is going to be using it, and then Zay is going to be using their trusty Ghost deck. Both players trying to get their board state set up, and some things happening here. Looks like Chuni's going to grab themselves a Ryudomon, and they're going to send their Ryudomon and cross switch back to the top of the deck. Super understandable. And for turn pass, are they also going to go... Excuse me, sorry. Still feeling the effects of my sickness, but it's not as bad as it was, so our voice is mostly working. They're going to end their turn with their trait-specific searcher. Grabbing a Hiss Ryumon. And that'll be passing to Zay with 2 memory. Zay draws into a Ghostmon, finally seeing a rookie on turn 2, which there are worse fates. So that allows them to get started. And into another rookie. Okay. Interesting. You'd love to see it. Now they have some options here of how they can go about this. My assumption is that they're gonna try to start making something happen though. Oh, that seems about right. I'm gonna play their Phantomon, choking to 1 memory, using their execute, grabbing a quick security check. That's gonna pop Phantomon, allowing them to gain their memory back, keeping their turn, and play Pokemon back again. And that'll be a pass with 2 memory over to Chuni. Chuni is in fact going to promote, and they're going to digivolve into... Oh, they're going to go ahead and reveal the top 3 cards of their deck and play a 4 cost or lower, snagging themselves a Crossroad Witch, which they've been putting at the top of their deck for a minute now. Going in again Ryumon over their Commandramon for 2, setting them to 0 memory. This does give them a blocker so they can slow the bleeding before it starts happening too fast. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Shoe underneath Genryumon, so they have the ability to remove Shoe from their inheritables at the end of turn if they want to, which is what I'm assuming they're going to do here. Wow. They have officially seen every single one of their trait-specific option cards this game. They've already popped 1, they've played 1, and 2 of them just went to the bottom of their deck. They've seen all 4 this match. Very, very wild. That's Hiss Yarumon? My bad, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Hiss Yarumon. Okay. Could actually read it that time. Going to Hiss Yarumon. Hiss Yarumon. Cute. Gonna pop their, use their delay, pop their options so they can play a Ryudomon. For nothing, free 99. No mind links happening. Instead, yeah, there it is. His Ryumon. They're thinking they are going to be giving Zay 3 memory. They've lost their blocker. Oh! Putting Crossroad Rich underneath Ryudomon. Gonna play Shu from the Digivolution cards underneath his Yarumon. Shu comes back onto the field. Basically just swapping tamer positions, not just where they are, but also Digimon. Digivolving into his Ryumon. Getting some blocker here. Playing the Crossroad Witch from underneath their inheritables. Passing turn to Zay. That's on 2 tamers and 2 Digimon on Chuni's side. Zay's just going to go straight into Phantomon. Said, you know what? Yeah. I like my odds. Phantomon gaming is what it is where it is. I haven't seen a Necromon though, which doesn't breed confidence for their end of turn line here. They do get some nice recursion and memory, but could come a point in time where it might be problematic. Digivolving for 1 over Bakuman. double checking the cards inheritables and abilities. Have an Apparition Legion in hand. Oh my. We are going to use our emblem to play a Ghostmon for free and set up for future delay turn, allowing Zeta proc their execute. They're going to get their turn back because they're going to gain memory off of the ghosts here and the inheritables. Question is, we are not blocking. Okay, we're going to allow that to go through. Zay's going to go to 1 memory here off of 2 inheritables. Gonna play a level 4 or lowered level Digimon, playing the Ghostmon. Ghostmon is gonna get to proc its on play, search the top 3, add a Ghost and a Liberator. There's the Necromon Zay wanted earlier, and they're gonna get a Vi. Welcome in, Violet. Nice to see you. Phantomon's gonna go back to hand. I'm sure we're roughly familiar with some of what the line could be here. Zay's in an interesting position. They have a lot of plays they could do, but the safest play is always usually just getting those execute triggers off. The question is, are they going to do that? They do have other options. Sure are, and I do not blame them in the slightest. There's going to be an execute check. Swinging into a Digimon, saying, get that shit out of here. We're going to do a little trading. And now if Chuni wants to, they can choose to sacrifice the other Hisarumon here with the blocker. Looks like they're doing a little thinking. They're reading the card effects. Chuni's trying to decide what the best play is going to be here. They're just going to let that trade happen. Gaining a memory for Zay, and then Zay's going to get to play a ghost trait. And we're going to go for the Bakumon. Well, which one? Surely the one with the on play. Nope, they're going to grab the other one with the inheritable. I think they both have the same inheritable though, no? Gain a memory one. Unfortunately, setting Chuni to 1 didn't do much because Chuni does in fact have a memory setter. So they're able to go to 3 at the start of their turn. Now they're going to Digivolve Ryudomon over their egg. We're going to see some Mind Link action. We're not sure. We are for sure going to see an Oryumon hit the field though. Defense Training gets popped to reduce the Digivolution cost by 2, allowing Chuni to Digivolve for 2 instead of 4. Once again, passing on the Mind Link. I said, we are swinging though. We're going to start doing some damage. JK, LOL, we are going to Mind Link, and then we're going to swing. As one does. Gonna involve Genryumon here. Choosing to do that before they go for the swing. Playing a Digimon card. While paying the cost, they're going to drop the Ryudomon, maybe? Oh, they drop the other Ryudomon, the non-searcher. I see. There's going to be a pass on the Mind Link. We are going to see Alliance take place here, so they can hit for extra security check and a little bit more DP. They're going to get themselves an unsuspend. Popping the Bakumon. Not popping, suspending. Whoa, there goes the Chimeramon from security. Choosing to swing through the ghost, saying, get the fuck out of here. Ghost is dead. Yeah? I respect it. Is this the play? I love it. Is this the play? This is what we're doing? Going for a board wipe? Is it? Ah? You set yourself up for it. Is in fact going to be a board wipe. So if there was anything to de-digivolve, there would be de-digivolve triggers happening here, but there is not. So those de-digivolve triggers are going to go to waste, but the negative DP is not. Absolutely shooting the Ghostmons. Miss you too, honey. No Mind Links coming out the woodwork. I love you too. Love you too. Shu is going to come out of the inheritables back onto the field, and it is now Zay's turn. Zay is staring down the barrel of a level 7 and a level 3 Ryudomon. But Zay definitely has a chance to make something happen. So let's see what their play is going to be. I have a few resources they can work with, but the question is going to be which one is going to do them the most work right now. Doing some thinking. They're checking out their on play effects. They're just seeing what they could do to kind of wiggle out of this situation here. Thing is, they have to make something of a board clear, something happen so they can survive some attacks. Because at minimum, you got 2 swings coming on. Oh wait, no, that's Bolt. Now it's a different Digimon. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. We're not an Oriumon anymore. Just a quick gander at what we have available to us in both our hand and our trash. Seeing if there's anything we could take advantage of. He's thinking. Is that a slam? It is not a slam. I mean, hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta slam a Liberatormon. Get the on-play effects. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Suspends another Digimon Tamer on suspend. Oh my god, yes, it does have the unsuspend. Yikes. Yikers. That's scary. Definitely a terrifying position to be in. We're going to see the Vi. We're not going to see the Vi. I'm being juked. We are going to see the Vi. There's the Vi. Hi, Violet. Violet into Ghostmon. And that is going to be a turn pass over to Chuni. And that's that should be GG, yeah. That is gonna should in quotes be round 1 there. Suddenly the Shu and Hisryu down. Hold on, I need a little sip. We be scrambling. Scramble allows them to go up for a little bit less. We're passing on the mind link once again. We are not passing on the mind link. We're actually going to put the mind link onto Ryudomon in this best of 3. Yeah, but it would just be round 1. It's going to be a suspend. We get it unsuspend off this. Getting plenty of security checks out of here. Interesting sequence. We're going to go ahead and Digivolve into Oriumon. Oh my gosh, that's a big Digivolve. Oh, heck. What's up, Nia? How's it going, Haglets? We're currently in the middle of a Digimon TCG tournament, Digitopia Duels. We have our grand final happening right now between Zay and Chuni Tensei. And they're currently going at it. They're boxing for real. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated, Nia. I hope you're doing well. Hope your stream was fun. I'm going to close your browser window now, okay? Because I don't think I need it open anymore. Yep, and just like that, as predicted, that is going to be the first round for Chuni in Chuni's favor. In favor of Chuni. We're going straight into the second round. No rest, no recovery. The Wicked want one thing, and it's disgusting. They want to box it the fuck out with their favorite Digimon cards. Truly despicable. And right off rip, we're going to have Zay starting the next match. Zay does not see a rookie yet again. What is this absolute shenanigans? They're able to find one off the top of their deck with a wisdom training, though. Scooting on over to Chuni's side. Chuni's hand is looking exponentially better for the start of the match. That is for certain. We love boxing around here too, Kit Kat, especially when it's proverbial or used as a metaphor. Boxing's still fun, though. Take care. Okay, they're gonna grab themselves the... Oh, I'm getting juked. I'm getting juked. They click Commandramon and then they change their mind. There's the Hisryumon. Hisryumon. Oh, into hand, and now they have some value set up on board. Back over to Zay. Zay cannot stop getting cucked. They hit the fucking Ghostmon and then they hit another one right after. Or Zay not having turn one rookies is definitely not what you want to see when you're playing this deck. You want to get online and swinging and doing shit as early as possible. So truly unfortunate. Chuni is going to promote Ryudamon. Chuni out here looking to make a statement. They said, I may be new, but I'm ready to fucking go. I'm ready to do this shit. They smell blood in the water and they want to finish it right now. Setting their board state up. They're just going to go ahead and reconfigure their top deck, putting Commandramon at the bottom, then Black Scramble and Hisryumon at the top. Popping their option cards so they could play the Commandramon straight from there. Yep. Selecting a card with a D Brigade or Digi Police trait, and they're going to get themselves a Ginryumon. It was a level 4 that they need for their deck. It was now in their hand. They are in fact gonna... They're gonna deck bottom, sending Defense Training Bolt and Ryuda Hisryumon to the bottom of the deck. Where's that Ginryumon? That's Hisryumon. Okay, cool. Chuni has an opportunity to do multiple things here, but they're gonna go for the choke, the high Commandramon over the Ryudamon. This allows them to get an on Digivolution play here. There's no shoe for them to grab. Just kidding. LOL. Crossroads Witch comes out. Passing over to Zay. Totally forgot about the Crossroads Witch being there. Ghost comes out of breeding just to get used to Digivolve into Phantomon. How despicable. You love to see it. I put Zay at 0, but don't forget those inheritables allow Zay to get memory back pretty reliably here. Going for an attack with the Phantomon. Slapping a Commandramon for free. Unfortunately, was not able to use Execute to get the memory checks or the memory boosting off. But they're gonna have to pass turn, giving 3 memory to Chuni here. But now they have Violet on the field. Chuni goes to 4 with their start of main phase from the Crossroads Witch. What a good timer, by the way. Ryudamon in breeding. Definitely going to see that happen more. Oh, look, it's a Hisryumon. It's Yarumon. Keep forgetting the Ya part. Silly Lucky. Knowing Digimon's for nerds. My evening as well. I'm getting to watch fun Digimon TCG tournament stuff and commentate it. How about you? Is that going to be security check? No, that is going to be a kill the Digimon and pass the turn. That is what that's going to be. I don't know if Chuni checked the inheritables or not, but either way, they're choosing to smack the fuck out of Phantomon here. And they're going to Digivolve into Oryumon. This will be a turn pass though, because once they get their stuff finished and the damage done, Zay will gain memory off of this decision. Suspending the Commandramon to grant themselves Alliance, which is a boosted DP and an extra security check here. If it has piercing, if it doesn't have piercing, that doesn't matter. A D-Digivolve 2, I see. I missed that part. Uh-oh. They's not gaining memory now. That is a big man Blastoise unsuspend. Nice to need that as well, for real. Hopefully the same for you, gamer. Gonna put the Bakumon back in their hand. What the fuck? Violet's picture did not load for a second, but it's there now. And we're going to get ourselves another security check here with another Alliance, allowing for 2 checks, putting Zay down to 1 shield relatively early. And those no rookie turns really hurt Zay, setting them back setting them back quite a meaningful way, realistically. Makes it hard to kind of deal with when your opponent's already getting set up. This is devastating. It truly is. Had two pretty clean curves and hands for Chuni here, and Zay had two relatively rough ones. That happens sometimes. It's not the best feeling in the world, but it does happen. It's gonna be a turn pass to Zay. Zay has a chance to make something happen here. Question is there an opportunity? Also, I'm glad you're doing well, Schnee. All right, the Violet comes out, getting a Ghostmon, gaining a memory off their other Violet, playing Ghostmon into their breeding to set themselves up for a possible future. Nice little Digivolution action. Yippee! There we go. Keeping turn via the shenanigans of Warp. But not a single Necromon in sight to end turn on. What a sad, sad time. They simply weren't able to draw into it. Not that they went through much of their deck, but still didn't see it. Chuni's going to go ahead and play their shoe, which is going to be their Crossroad Witch. And realistically, that should be it. There's simply too much swing in here to happen, and not anything that could really change Crossing Fates, if you will. Still choosing to play it safe. Chuni's going to go ahead and Black Scramble. Going into his Ryu for 2, essentially. Very nice. No mind linking. Yes, mind linking. There's the mind link. Gonna put it underneath his Yaryu. Reveal 3. We're stacking our deck. A little bit of deck stacking never hurt anybody. Chat, dude. Never mind. I was gonna ask if you like stacking your deck. I know they love to do it in finals. For real, for real. Gonna be a pretty meaty D-Digivolve, but in the grand scheme of things right now, kinda doesn't matter. Here we go. Oriyumon. Slapping everything back onto deck top where it belongs. The Crossover Witch gets added to hand. Playing another. No, okay, we're not playing the Rudamon. We're gonna play his Yarumon. Okay, we are. There we go. There's the big snake. Holy fuck! You just dropped the. That's crazy. Suspending a Violet. Violet is now just, you know, horizontal, chilling in their element and all that fun stuff. Alliance. Oh, don't even need it. Can't even stop me. Everything is suspended. Everything hurts. Existence is pain. That was a dead fucking ghost. Gonna gain a memory, but that is a piercing check. Analog Youth, but like it's a little late. And I was about to say it would really fucking sting if Necromon was right there off the analog check, and it is. Truly unfortunate. Commandramon is gonna take the final hit. That is a GG's. Good fight. Good fight, you two. GG's. Thank you for playing. And just like that, Digitopia Duels number 3 is Jover. We have ourselves a new crown champion in Chuni Tensei. Chuni Tensei showed up today looking to play some matches, and they went 1-0 across the board. Granted, they got a bye, but this does happen from time to time. And we have our final top 3, which I want you all to say congratulations to. Here we go. We have Chuni Tensei at first. We got Itmize at second. And Dark Bolt at third. This is This is a very, very solid showing. I would like to point out that 2 out of our top three placements are newcomers, relative newcomers. I mean, Dark Bolt's been here a couple times now, but they're still newer. And this is Chuni Tensi's first coming out. So yay! Congratulations. Good job getting first place. I hope that you had fun. I hope that everybody had fun. I look forward to everybody coming back and playing more, and hopefully more people showing up in the future. To those of you on YouTube, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, go to the description below this video. You'll see a Linktree link. In that Linktree link, there's the Discord and also the link to my Challenge page, which will look something like this. You can go here and you will see this nice big fat thing. This is the community page. Digital Connect Coliseum page. It has all the tournaments upcoming and ones that are past. So you should totally see what's there and register. I host tournaments on Sundays. Sundays. So right now I'm simply running Digimon TCG tournaments on the 1st and 3rd Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. EST. Both run different rule sets, so keep that in mind. I usually run fighting game tournaments on the other Sundays, but we're currently on a slight hiatus as I do a little bit of in the background construction. So anyways, thank you for watching, YouTube. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. For you fuckers, congratulations again to our top 3, and thank you to everybody who came out. Y'all are fucking awesome. I hope you had a good time. I hope to see you in the future ones.
There's 2 cats.
I hope Joey Crow wants to participate in these events in the future. Thank you for the follow. And just a few notes before we dip. First things first, let's just talk about the next event. As of right now, we have 7 players for LDCC number 10. This is our season finale. After this, we will be done with season 1. So for those of you that don't know, this one is pretty specific with the deck building rules. Everybody's going to be assigned to a team. Today is the cutoff for choosing your own team. So by the time I wake up tomorrow, if you haven't added me, if you haven't gone into LDCC Digimon TCG and went at Lucky Tempest, I sure would love to be a part of whatever team, right? And you can go here and see what teams are here. Right, you can choose your team with an emoji. You got Blue Falcon, Gold Hawk, and Black Sword. You haven't added me with that shit. By tomorrow, by the time I wake up and get around to checking that stuff, you won't be able to manually choose your own team. Everybody who enters from henceforth, essentially, I'll be assigning a team for you, just to make sure everything's balanced and clean, right? So the way this one's going to work is basically your guard team has an attribute assigned to it. You have to build your deck around that. And then there will be a team point total, and there will be a individual point total. So we'll have 2 different winners, basically. So that'll be what we're doing. And this one will be happening on March 1st at 7:45 is the check-in, and we'll be doing it at 8 p.m. So that's that. Thing number 2, like I said, this will be the final event for the season. So once this is done, everybody who's shown up, everybody who's played, if they respond to my ats for what they want to represent them on the picture, I will put them in a picture and make everything good to go, right? We'll do a nice big picture with everybody on it, and it'll be very, very nice and cute and adorable, and it'll be lovely, and everybody will have that as a nice thing to commemorate all the time they've spent here. And then next thing is offers are open, effective immediately. Offers are open for people who bring new people into these LDCC events, whether it's LDCC or Digitopia Duels. If you bring somebody in, like a referral, let's call it, because everybody knows what that means. You bring somebody in, just let me know, like, hey, I let so-and-so in, or they need to let me know too, just to avoid bullshitting. They need to play in the actual LDCC and not just make a deck or whatever they actually have to play. I will be keeping tally of that, and then every month from now until whenever I decide to stop doing it, every month I will be like, okay, this person brought the most people in or whatever, I'm going to give them a free piece of my art. I don't know if you guys have seen my art, but I post it in the Discord I think my art's probably worth the slight effort you have to put in to hit up a friend and be like, yo, you like the Digimon TCG? Sick, come play. So yeah, much appreciated. I try to give back to those that, you know, help me or whatever and do fun things when I can. So we'll be doing that as well. I'm doing referral codes now. That's correct. Your very first lucky referral code. So that's kind of it there. That's kind of that. I will say this, the VOD from tonight with everything trimmed down should be up tonight. At worst, it'll be uploaded in the morning, depending on how the rendering goes. I will have the graphic up tonight in the Discord, so you guys have that as well. Which is, you know, hell yeah, baby. Other than that, I don't really have any LDCC or Digitopia Duels announcements. There's nothing for me to really say until after the season's over. That being said, I strongly recommend, if you want to avoid any bullshit in the future and maybe change up some things, there's a channel here in the Discord. You can't see it because my screen is cut specifically for DCGO. There's a channel here in the Discord called Digitopia Duels Sus and Ban Discussion. Drop in this MFer, type up @LuckyTempest or whatever. I would like to suss out this, and then hit the pin button. Take that same information, or you can even just screen cap what you type in here, right? You go to suggestions, explanations, and you go, you can copy these things, right? Copy the little cells, you could paste them, and then just change what you need. So card number and name, ban or restrict, and then your reasoning, right? So you could just do that right there. You could take a screenshot of it or whatever, and then I'll go look at it. And we could talk about it with the community, and then we could update the restricted and banned list. Keep in mind, we will be banning combos. So if there's combos you think that are problematic and not necessarily cards, right, might be worth considering. I'm sure there's some on people's minds. You know, if you want them hit, bring them up. Otherwise, this isn't going to shift a whole lot. It is up to you guys to make suggestions. I will occasionally put some stuff in there, but by and large, this is community ran, so it requires the players to kind of be thinking about this and sus testing things, and, you know, going from there. That's really it. And that's all. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. I had a lovely time tonight. I hope this was fun as it was for me, for you. Because again, I always truly enjoy these things. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing them. If I ever felt like they were too much work or became annoying, or you guys just kind of piss me off and I don't want to fucking deal with you anymore because you're being super negative or whatever, guess what I would do? I would simply not run this shit anymore. I would take a break, go do something else, you know, use my time in a different place. But y'all are awesome, and these events are extraordinarily fun. So I would love to keep doing them, and I'd like to see them grow. That's really it. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Tomorrow is Monday, and on Monday, we'll be playing Indivisible. Because I can. Fuck you. And we might do Late Night Lucky. I don't know. Anyways, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. For now, motherfucker. Canva. All right, let's uh anyone who wants it, yeah, go for it. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I had a lot of stuff to do before stream, so I didn't get to it before stream.